We now move on to 2015, and I'm surveying my comedic options, and I realise with a degree of smug self-satisfaction that I'm happy. Maybe I should take a show to the Edinburgh Festival about the old-fashioned concept of being happy. I mean, there was other stuff as well. In 2013, I'd become an uncle for the first time. My one sibling, my beloved sister Lily, had given birth to a baby boy called Leo. What's more, back in 2015, I wrote a book. It was published in 2015, and a year later, I sold a copy of that book. That's how well my life was going. All the pieces in the jigsaw were slowly but surely coming together. And so I thought I'd take a show of smug self-satisfaction to the Edinburgh Festival. And in August 2015, I stood on stage for 23 consecutive nights, and 3/4 of the way through the show, I delivered the following monologue. I'm happy. It's taken me to my mid-40s to realise that I'm happy, but I'm happy. Happy to be on the Z list of celebrity where weird shit happens. Happy to be doing not just one, but 2 jobs that I genuinely love. Happy to be in a relationship with a guy that disagrees with literally everything I say and believe. Happy that my mum and dad are happy that I'm happy. Happy, happy, happy. On the last Monday of the Fringe, I did the show for the last time to a room of 150 people. On the Tuesday, I returned home to South London where I live. Thank you, Jenny. On Tuesday, I returned home to South London where I live. I got a text message from my boyfriend saying, "We need to chat." I thought to myself, this sounds important. I'll leave it till tomorrow. The next day, I rang him up and said, "What's up, mate?" And his first words chilled me to the very core of my soul. He said, "I've been meaning to say something to you for some time now, but I didn't want to spoil your Edinburgh show." Ouch. Whatever was about to come next was going to be bad, but I had literally no idea how bad it was going to be. These were his words. "Please don't take offence, but I think I'm straight." I think we can say that "please don't take offence" doesn't really adequately prepare you for the horror of the impact of what happened next. Please don't take offence, but I'm proud to announce, Paul, that you have a new niche superpower. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, I've always wanted a niche superpower. I know this because my subconscious forces me into the same recurring dream every 2 weeks in which, to my joy, I can fly. And what do I do with this superpower in my recurring dream? Do I save the world by flying to North Korea, picking up Kim Jong-un and dropping him into an active volcano? Nope. I break the British long jump record. Not even the world long jump record, ladies and gentlemen. It seems that the limit of my ambitions in my own subconscious is simply to wipe the smile off Greg Rutherford's face. So now I find that I've actually got a niche superpower, and that's to reverse the entire sexuality of another human being. I'd love to say that it's the first time this has happened. It hasn't. 1991. 1991, I'm a drunk third-year medical student at a drunk medical school party when a drunk first year I was besotted with walks up to me and says he's unsure about his sexuality. The next morning, he was no longer unsure about his sexuality. He was 100% straight. So straight, in fact, that in his own misadventure 5 years later, he drunkenly mounts a nurse on a pool table at a doctor's best party, and at the greatest pool trick shot ever witnessed, 2 of his sperm hit 2 of her eggs, which means that out there are 2 21-year-old twin sisters who have no idea they owe their existence to how shit I was in bed in 1991. I'm sat there in my bed on the phone thinking to myself, oh my God, I didn't see this coming in any way, shape or form. Not a hint, not an iota in the previous 4 years that I've been dating a straight man. He'd never done any of the things I associate with heterosexual men. He never cried at the Shawshank Redemption. He never danced to Mr. Brightside at a wedding. He'd never once in the bedroom gone, this is horrific and I wish you were a woman. No, none of these things. had ever taken place. I thought to myself, what the devil do I do next? I thought, do I sell my services to evangelical right-wing Christian groups that want to turn gay men straight? I could be their secret weapon, who knows? You think you tried everything, sir? Well, you haven't. Touch the Cinnamon's neck. Go on, give it a go. Give it a go. Now, that sounds like an overreaction. Well, it isn't. It's considering my terms. I'm in a relationship, I'm in my mid-40s, mid-70s in gay years, and I'm in a 4-year relationship I thought was going just fine, but suddenly I'm back to square one. Single, gay, and middle-aged. And when I say middle-aged, I mean middle-aged. Nothing makes you feel more middle-aged than being dumped by somebody significantly younger than yourself. But it got worse. The same evening, within 2 hours of getting dumped, it got worse. I overheard a conversation, 2 young men, aged about 21 and 22, having a conversation about a film they'd seen that afternoon called Straight Outta Compton. It wasn't just that the conversation lasted 25 uninterrupted minutes. It was the fact they were talking at the top of their voice. And believe me, I don't talk back to strangers, but I'm feeling fragile. I've been dumped 2 hours previously. I thought I'd give it a go. I said, look, lads, I've not understood a single word you said for the last 25 minutes. What's more, I organised this threesome. The least you could do is invite me to the conversation.